Yeah, I ran out of storage there, so I've deleted a few things, and here we are again. What are the things I deleted? I don't know what they were, but large files is what I deleted, and I don't think there's any important large files on my phone, as far as I know. If there is important ones, they're gone now. Now I'm mixing a dark colour because as I had the little break there, I noticed that I wanted to put some to give some outline to the daisies that sit below here. It's quite dark background coming up to meet those daisies. And the shape between them is quite pleasing. So I've chosen a different brush, so I don't have to work hard to get back each time to whatever colour I am wanting to use. It's good having a few brushes, you know, I find that really handy. I'm going to spin some of the raw umber into that ultramarine blue now. I've been reading Rick Rubin's book, you know, on the creative act, I think it's called. And he speaks about something, I was trying to remember it today. I don't know where did I see it. Something about whatever it is that kind of engages your liveliness. I forget what it was now. But you know, to kind of do that for the sake of that rather than for producing anything. Never sacrifice, you know. Here, I don't like this never and always business, but that was me putting those words in there, really. I'm just reminded that I had some sort of kind of igniting in the belly happen there, and it reminded me of something I read in that book. Because like some of the most unexpected times, I find that this kicks in this sense of this feeling of wanting to be doing nothing else but this. And it's unexpected, like oftentimes I just start kind of thinking, I said I would do a video, I need to do a video, I want to do painting because I know it's good for me, but I have no other inspiration, you know. And then I set things up and I start looking, and more I feel like it must be the thing of attention, giving attention to stuff that makes us feel good, that makes us happy and home and all that. Giving attention to whatever it is that's in our vicinity. And it's kind of faithful attention. It's like really keenly observing what actually is going on there. Not trying to kind of get away with something looking good, but actually, I'm sure that comes into it too, but the main thing is the satisfaction derived from seeing something from your vantage point in the world that only you could have seen. And then trying to find a way to respond to it that feels true and honours the moment of noticing of it, like. What I'm doing is I'm beginning to paint the daisy. This is coming up to meet the sunflower there, the background of the daisy, which carves its shape out. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find something up for the middle of that yellow. The yellow daisy there. I think I found a good enough colour. I'll try tentatively with it because it might be a bit dull. Yeah, it'll work for the shadow on the centre. The brightness of it will need to wait for brighter colour. I'll use the same brush and just clean it off really well and find very, very bright. I think it might be lemon yellow. Well, lemon and cadmium together maybe. I'll try the lemon yellow on its own. It's just that it wants to be thick, like. Alright, that'll do, I think. I could maybe put it in the middle of the other daisy across the way too. I think the thing too about giving attention to something is that we can be rewarded. The tiniest bit of attention I find it can be rewarded with whatever it is. It's a good reward. It might be satisfying moves with the paintbrush, or it might be noticing a tree for the first time or something, you know, really noticing a particular quality or characteristic of things like that you'd be giving the attention to that you never before noticed, or you know, that kind of thing. Feels like there's a reward in it, but still I don't, like, I find myself very rarely really being fully attentive in daily life. And I imagine that if it was possible for us to do that, that'd be amazing. We have amazing inventions and innovations and insights into ways to do things without harming stuff. Instead of rushing to the next fix of something. I even felt this morning, sure, this is kind of a fix. But it's one that benefits me. So I don't know what that's about either. Okay. I'm going to try and paint the shadows that are cast by the sunflower onto the daisy now. The colour's okay, I think. I could do with maybe being different from the background. And I think a bit more fluid so that I can move it around more easily for myself. Okay, I'll try this. It's more like watercolor consistency, this shadow color on the daisy. And I think there's a shadow in here too. And one here. You maybe notice that like the background is really significantly darker than that. I might make the background darker just now with the same brush, which is probably a bit silly, but sure. Using the same brush, I mean, but I do feel like I want to just keep going now that I've noticed the distinction between the dark of the background and the shadow on the daisies. I think it will really help me if I acknowledge that here. Because the other suggestion to myself would have been to lighten the shadows on the daisies, and I don't want to do that. I feel like they need to have that depth of tone, and so the background needs to be increased in tone too. I'm using raw umber with ultramarine blue. I'm just going to stop the video a second.